Russia responded to Kyiv with ballistic missiles in the early hours of Saturday, killing at least about 9 people and injuring 28 others, including 4 children. This is according to Ukrainian officials. More than a dozen explosions shook the Ukrainian capital as the missiles struck multiple locations across the city. Firefighters raced to extinguish the blaze in damaged buildings while rescue teams searched through the debris for survivors. Footage from the scene showed charred buildings, burnt-out vehicles and also emergency workers carrying body bags away from the strike sites.
It seemed as though we would spend the night in peace, but suddenly reports of ballistic missiles started coming in. As there was little time, my family and I headed for the nearest shelter, which was just the bathroom.
The attack also dealt a major blow to Kyiv's emergency response capabilities. A municipal transport facility serving the city's emergency medical services was struck, destroying or damaging around 24 ambulances and other medical vehicles. The strike has come just 2 days after a suspected Russian cruise missile landed in Poland during another large-scale attack on Ukraine, raising some fresh concerns about the risk of the war spilling beyond the Ukrainian borders. Kyiv has come under increasingly frequent missile attacks in recent months, with Russia stepping up its use of ballistic missiles that are far more difficult to intercept. Now, Ukraine has repeatedly warned that its limited air defense capabilities are struggling to keep pace with the growing threat.
Another attack on the city of Kyiv was mainly carried out using ballistic missiles. We have reported damage in 5 districts of our city. As of this moment, we have information that 9 civilians in our city have been killed. 17 people have been hospitalized.
Now, even as missiles rain down in Kyiv, both sides have continued to target each other's military and energy infrastructure. Russia on Friday said that its forces struck a bulk carrier south of Odessa that it claimed was transporting military cargo, along with port-related facilities, an oil refinery in Odessa and a logistical hub in Ukraine's Dnipropetrovsk region used to store military supplies and drones. The Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky, meanwhile, has said that the Ukrainian forces carried out some long-range strikes inside of Russia, targeting logistical centers in places such as Sarapul, Kazan and Volgograd, as well as some maritime terminals in Krasnodar and an oil refinery in the Volgograd region. And we earlier spoke with Professor Peter Kuznick, who is a professor of history and director of nuclear studies at the Institute of American University on the issue. Listen in to what he had to say.
I think this is a response to Ukraine's strikes inside of Russia. Putin is sending the message that Russia will not be intimidated and will not be defeated. I know from friends in Crimea that they are suffering badly as a result of Ukraine's new offensive, but Russia is sending the message that even though it's hurting our economy and our energy infrastructure, Russia is going to intensify its attacks against Ukraine. And what we see now is that Ukraine does not have the interceptors that it needs to shoot down Russia's ballistic missiles. Last night, Russia launched 27 ballistic missiles, mostly at Kyiv, and the Ukrainians were only able to shoot down 1 of the 27. So Ukraine is largely defenseless right now, and they keep on appealing to the United States and the Europeans for more air defense systems